Welcome back to The Rancher's Voice, the podcast where the heart of agriculture meets the pulse of today's industry. From policy changes to pressing issues, The Rancher's Voice dives into the stories that matter most to ag producers.
In each episode, we will cover topics including legislation, leadership, and the agricultural lifestyle. So be sure to subscribe to The Rancher's Voice everywhere podcasts are featured. If podcasts aren't your thing, watch us on the Montana Stock Growers YouTube channel. Hi guys, thanks for listening to this week's episode of The Rancher's Voice Capital Edition. It's just me, Ellie Brighton, again this week, and I have a pretty quick update for you. This week, we're kind of up against some deadlines again. So as you might remember, 3 or 4 weeks ago, we had the transmittal deadline where bills had to be through one chamber. Now we have the revenue bill transmittal deadline. So if bills had a revenue component attached to them, they have to be through one chamber by April 4th, which is this coming Friday. So revenue bills are flying out right now. And then this week on Wednesday, we don't have any House committee hearings. The House will be on the floor all day going through House Bill 2, which is our appropriations package. So it should be kind of an interesting week. We'll see what happens. Last week was week 12 of the session. It was a big week. There were quite a few bills, and they were on a variety of topics. We talked about some landowner protections, some trespass situations, lots of different water rights bills, fire, and then we have started to have some confirmation hearings in the Senate for governor appointments for boards. So we had some Board of Livestock and Livestock Loss Board. This week is week 13. We are just over 2/3 of the way done with session as well. We have lots of water bills this week. I think all of the bills that I have scheduled so far are water. That doesn't mean that other bills won't pop up, of course, but right now water seems to be on our horizon. So Monday, we had Senate Bill 187, which is to provide the temporary lease of water rights. We opposed this bill initially because in the bill there was no objection process, but we've been successful in working with the bill sponsor to include an objection process, so we will be supporting that bill now. In the same hearing, we had House Bill 886, which is to provide for water division court judges. This bill lays out the divisional court model. So the divisional court will allow for water administrative issues to go through divisional water courts post final decree. This was similar to a bill that we supported in the 2023 session. You may remember there was some conversation around court bills earlier this year. There was a bill for water issues to go through the district court. That bill is no longer in play. Then Wednesday in Senate Natural Resources, we have 3 bills lined up. House Bill 580. Again, we've talked about this bill before. It's to clarify water right abandonment. So if water right holders are working through a drought plan and are not using their water rights for a while, that doesn't constitute as water right abandonment and they don't lose their water rights. So this is a good bill. We are happy to support it. We also have House Bill 432, which is to revise water right laws concerning exceptions to change in the appropriation rights process. So this allows for an exemption for stock water when making changes and an exception for replacement wells. So makes it a little easier for ranchers to go through those change processes. House Bill 441 to align provisional water rights with final decrees. Essentially, this bill just allows all provisional permits to go through a process to reach their final water rights. On Thursday, we have House Bill 775, which is to repeal the sunset on water court actions. So basically what this does is it takes away the sunset date so that adjudication can be completed. We don't have that cutoff for the water court. So all bills that we are supporting, all bills that are beneficial for senior water rights, and I think it'll be a full week. Thanks for listening, and please check out our website for updates on the bills.